Hello, everyone. My name is Nekpe Obasoge. We are back again with our daily political analysis on Nebo TV. Today, I have a guest. I'm going to bring my guest to the studio. However, I have this video to play. A big screen is at Ring Road as we are speaking, playing the video of Oshiomhole calling Ize Iyamu a liar few years ago. Honestly, this campaign is very unique in the history of Nigeria. I'm going to play the video while we come back and do a critical analysis of the political climate of Edo State right now. What is going on among APC members, Ize Iyamu and Oshiomhole. And this video is very bold and loud at Ring Road. I'm going to play it, then we'll come back and do the full analysis.
You are a little taller than me, but that is good. And then people are about to put small one. Now we need a higher one. Maybe so? No. For now, nobody is taller than the double. After November, he will be. What are you doing? If it's not your fault, it is not my fault. And you have to tell what I'm making is this. What is important in this election? For me, it's so clear. I am able to say in his presence, and he also said to you in my presence, that he was the chairman of the economic team. We have to ask him now to take vacation because he has to concentrate on this campaign while the governance continues. He has told you who Philip is. He told you Philip was a majority leader, currently member of the National House of Representatives. Now, these are credentials of our candidate and his candidate. Now, you are going to look at these two young men. Very young, and they just keep it around, don't get it. And you will have unity now. On the other side, the forces of darkness as represented by fake because if you are genuine, you don't lie. Those who preach the word of God, they know the 10 commandments. One of them is, thou shalt not lie. And thou shalt not steal. Those are two of the 10 commandments. If you violate any of these trouble, now the other side we have somebody who has confessed that he stole 700. 2, he lied about how much he stole and how he distributed. 3, as a young man, he carried acid. He told another student. No pastor is substituted. We lie effortlessly the way the Ize Iyamu lies. And no pastor will equip a young man to do a fight. This is a man who worked closely with you before. Your former DG of campaigns. And you realize now that he lies? I know he lies. Even when he was working with you, he does lie when he was with you. I cannot make a statement. I can't write a statement of character on someone I've never met. So if I haven't worked with you, I won't be able to arrive at the conclusion. I know that if you were following the result, they were posting the result in the internet. And that is why I never get personal check it up. I have not even, you do not believe that you have integrity. Yes. Yesterday I watched him say he is a pastor. No pastor is substituted. We lie effortlessly the way the Ize Iyamu lies. And no pastor will equip a young man to do a fight. This is a man who worked closely with you before. Your former DG of campaign. And you realize now that he lies? I know he lies. Even when he was working with you, he does lie when he was with you. I cannot make a statement. I can't write a statement of character on someone I've never met. So if I haven't worked with him, I won't be able to arrive at the conclusion. And you know that If you were following the result, they were posting the result in the electoral ministries in the internet. And that is why I never get personally to the government. I have never given. You do not believe that you have integrity. Yes. I have come to join my brother to give thanks to God for his life. What people see in government is the glamour of the office. What is not.
I know that you have watched the video about Adam Oshiomhole during the past election when he was calling Ize Iyamu a liar, and a big screen is placed at Ring Road playing the videos of Adam Oshiomhole, calling Ize Iyamu names years ago. There are some people there, it's Ring Road, it's the busiest place in Edo State as a whole. Okay, there are some people there making mockery of them, saying that, look at them. Some of them were even speaking Benin, saying, look at them. They are not ashamed of themselves. No.
The truth is this, we as a people, I don't blame the politicians who can tell us something maybe yesterday or today and begin to say something different maybe a day or a year or 2 years later. I blame the people who keep allowing them to be deceived, who keep allowing themselves to be deceived, who keep allowing these politicians to use them for their own personal interest and not for the interest of the people. If it's where things are done well, people like Oshiomhole should even be stoned by now, because you can't come on and say as a governor under oath, you said God is your weakness. If you look at the video when he said that, he said God that me and you will serve is his weakness. That is put his immunity aside as a sitting governor. He said a lot of things about Ize Iyamu. I don't have a problem with Ize
Like you
Iyamu
said, it's
as
just
a
a
person.
political statement, Austin.
I'm coming. He said these things under oath. Now he's not coming back to tell me and you that this is a political statement. It shows that this man is mad. Sorry to use the word. It shows that this man is mentally not okay. A man over 60 cannot come out and tell me and you something yesterday. And today he's saying the person he painted as a god 4 years ago. He's now painting the person as a bad person. It shows that this man is the one that has a problem. That we as a people need to do something totally to just send him out of politics. Because the truth, according to the former APC man, what's his name? I think Patutomius, he was saying, he said, when you lose your health, you've lost. When you lose money, you've not lost anything, because you can still work and get money again. When you lose health, you've lost something. But when somebody lose what they call integrity, he has lost everything. This man Oshiomhole is not he does not have any moral justification to still be talking now to Edo people, because this man is morally bankrupt. People should not sit down to still be listening to somebody like Oshiomhole by now, with all the things he has said and with all his characters, with his body language and all that. You can't point Ize Iyamu before the people as a devil. And you said a lot of things, and today now called a political statement. Tomorrow, now you are saying something about Obaseki that you said was a god, that was your brain boss in government for your 8 years. This man never collected any penny, salary, and all that. Now you are not painting the man as black before us as a people, and you expect people like us who have our brain intact to believe you. The major problem Ize Iyamu has now
Now.
is Oshiomhole.
Exactly.
Not people do not really have problem with Ize Iyamu as a person. I as a person, the major problem Ize Iyamu has is Oshiomhole. And what Oshiomhole also said about him, a lot of things he said about him, he has not been able to come out to tell the people that these things are not true. That's his problem. Nobody knew before 4 years ago that Ize Iyamu has a challenge in school, where they said they pour acid on his fellow student. You and I did not know that until Oshiomhole came out and told us. We never knew all that. A lot of things Oshiomhole said that he cannot be trusted with Edo State Treasury. He never gave him any major any appointment. whether board or all that. Oshiomhole is saying to us now that this man is good, is good, is good. Tell Oshiomhole to go back to office as a governor and let him give him an appointment for us to know that he can be trusted. If you didn't trust somebody for 8 years of your of your time in government, and these were the people that played a vital role before you became a governor. At least at the time, he was even his director, his general, his campaign director. Now you came to power. As you speak today, for 8 years, Oshiomhole was a governor. He never gave him even a board appointment as a board
That's what
member.
he said. He said that.
He even said it. He even said it on camera, on tape. You
Yeah.
said those things on tape, and when it was the campaign was even on a national TV. And after 8 years, you said this man cannot be trusted with Edo State Treasury. You are now coming up to tell us because the person you brought to power has refused to be a puppet, has refused to play to him, refused to be a boy to him. Now he's not coming out to pen somebody that worked under you for 8 years without collecting a penny. That this man is not a bad person. Then you've
Better.
a lot of contracts you gave to a lot of people that they did never do. Like one man, I don't want to call a lot of names, but if you want me to mention it, I can mention it.
Justin,
You expect people.
I don't want to cut you short. I have one question that I'm going to ask you. After watching this video, what is going on in Edo State right now with the campaign? I think some people are saying that APC is not even campaigning. I don't want to use the word APC, EPM, because they said this election is between EPM and Governor Obaseki. Let's say EPM members, they are not campaigning anymore. And moreover, with what is going on in Edo State right now, majority of Edo citizens are supporting Governor Obaseki. You see the campaigns that they will be singing, people will leave whatever they are doing inside their house in the street and just follow the crowd of Governor Obaseki dancing in the street. Oh my God, oh my God. Yesterday, I saw one video of Governor Obaseki's campaign. It was too fun that people who were cooking, people who were working, they leave whatever they were doing, they just follow the crowd dancing in the street. That is how fun it is right now in Edo State. And the EPM members are not campaigning. We are not saying their campaigns anymore. And Governor Obaseki, I think it is the PDP that placed this big screen at Ring Road playing the videos of Oshiomhole. And the speaker is so loud in Ring Road right now. People are even staring, gossiping them. So after all this, everything going on right now, what advice do you have for Ize Iyamu? If you are in the position of advising Ize Iyamu, what will you say to him?
For me, if I was in the position of Ize Iyamu or very close to him as one of his advisors, the day Oshiomhole started wooing him back, that's the day I would have told him he won't have even listened to Oshiomhole at all. Because first of all, this is a man that said a lot of things to damage his political career. And everything the man said, he gave us proof. He said everything with vivid facts. You understand? With everything on ground, he put it down. He gave evidence, and those evidence are still there. This man is now coming back to say yes, he want to use you to fight the person he thought he was going to that was going to be a puppet to him, that he can easily manipulate and all that. First of all, now you see, I tell people every day, words are seed, they don't die. That's why I tell people to be very careful of the kind of words they use when they are talking to people, or the kind of things they say anytime, or even if they are talking to, even if it's just your children or your wife or your husband, because these words do not die. You saw everything Oshiomhole said now. This thing has seen the heart of the people. This thing has grown. It's now producing fruit where people now come. I would have told him to totally de-associate himself from Oshiomhole as a person. People have seen the excess arrogance of Oshiomhole. And a lot of people are fed up, a lot of people are tired with him. People have saw all the nonsense baggages of Oshiomhole, where when he became the national chairman, he started seeing himself even more than even the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where he can talk, he can say anything, he can do anything, he talks without before even thinking. Our brother Ize Iyamu wouldn't have even gone to even listening to him. First of all, he's using you now, and the person is using you to fight now is your brother. Both of you are related. I wish Ize Iyamu came out under the platform of even PDP or another political party. Ize Iyamu would have had a stronger ground to even win.
Ize Iyamu,
You know why?
a
You
big
know why?
of
People would have still had a double mind. People would have still had a double mind to think that most of the things Oshiomhole said about him, they are not still true.
truth.
Even when some of us know that a lot there are fit parts, a lot of things he put on ground. But when he put over to Oshiomhole, he now shows that even he himself cannot be trusted, as Oshiomhole said that he cannot truly be trusted.
You said it up. You said it
You
up.
understand? It just showed Obaseki leaving APC. People saw the reason why he left the party. He
Yeah.
didn't just leave the party because he wanted to leave. They forced him out of the party. They forced him out of the party. If APC was truly interested in the in governorship of Edo State, they wouldn't have even attempted what they did to Obaseki. You can't say somebody was qualified 4 years ago to run under your party as a governor and he won. Later, 4 years later, because he's no longer in the good book of Oshiomhole as a person, not in the good book of the people. That's why I'm still angry with the dumb statement Oshiomhole made in the palace when he went to the palace that the product is sold to Edo people. That he has come back, that the
Not
product is
in
bad. He want to sell another product to us. I see that
the,
statement as an insult.
not in the Benin Palace. It was in a Noje, I don't know, a Noge, something like that.
But our father was there, traditional ruler was there when he knelt down.
No, no,
That the product is sold to us
no, not
as a
in
people.
Oba Palace, not in Oba Palace, Austin. Not in Oba Palace. It's a one of the Noges in Benin City. He went to the
I
palace.
saw it.
No,
I
not
saw it. I saw it as an embarrassment. You can't make such a statement to us. You as an individual, first, you are not the Oba of Benin. You are not even close to even the palace. Two again, Edo State is not his father or his mother's property. You now came out and you are telling us Edo people that the product you sold to us, that's an insult. You've directly told us that you are in charge, you are the one to give us or to appoint who to rule over us or who not to rule over us.
yeah, he apologized for it.
That's a stunt. You say you are now apologizing that you sold a bad product to us when we as a people we are not complaining.
We said we
If
don't
somebody who bought the product,
we said we don't want you again. You are saying that you are apologizing to us. He's
you
apologizing
understand?
to a few politicians that are supporting him, not the masses. And then so
You
Showore
did.
was apologizing to few politicians in the state who is not. How many people are supporting the Oshiomhole in Edo State right now? If you have to count them, they are not even up to 1,000 people supporting him in Edo State that has more than 4 million people. So he was apologizing to few people who are supporting him, those that he used money to buy their support.
The truth is this, you know when Oshiomhole is like a drowning man who is going down, but is trying not to go down alone, but trying to push other people along, take other people down with himself. That's the
Exactly.
reason he did what he even did in House of Assembly. This is a man who doesn't even believe in the rule of law. If you see him act, if you see his action for a very long time now, you begin to ask yourself, how did this man became even the governor
No,
of Edo State at the
very
first time?
nasty. Very
You start asking yourself some questions that did this man, is this the kind of man that ruled over Edo for good 8 years?
nasty. Very
His
nasty.
statement, his statement are so annoying, and the kind of things the way he does these things, you begin to his level of arrogancy has become so just so much that even a lot of people are fed up. You ask yourself some questions. Look at him when he was the national chairman of the political party. We've had different chairmen of different political parties, the PDP, the APC, and that. And in the political party, you have different position. A party has the spokesman of the party. You have the spokesman of the party. Nobody even knew the spokesman of APC. Oshiomhole was the one addressing the press every time, feeling as if he was a god. That's what you saw when they were doing the swearing in of the president. He even went to him to even stand there in the line that they had to order him to leave. He started seeing himself almost even as the president. You see the high level if how he feels, that he's thinking, I'm not the God. When you hear him talk, you begin to imagine. You imagine a lot of things. You set of for those of us that voted for him during one of his time when he became the governor, you begin to ask yourself, so now me vote for this kind of man.
Exactly.
So when he told the woman should go and die that time, the woman he told to go and die, that was his real person. The way he told the widow to go and die, that's his real person with all these characters that we are seeing. It has
Yeah.
shown that this man has something wrong with him. According to the deputy governor, this man quickly need to see a psychiatric. He don't just need people should hold him and really start. Just like what happened even during the just last week here, because we're already in another new week now. Last week here, you hear him said they came out and were saying that it was an attempt on his life, the accident that happened. Now he's not trying to do everything to get cheap public sympathy. The question some of us asked him was this: when it happened in 2012, was there an attempt on his life? The same accident happened in 2002. It has happened 2 times before now. Who was after his life then? Why does this thing happen? If something has happened more than once, 2 times, you know that this thing has become normal with this person. The adult people should start asking questions, asking this person's questions. Why does this thing keep repeating with you? Why does it happen with only you as a person? Where people lose their life, journalists lose their life, police officers lose their life. It happened in 2012, happened in 2016, and now in 2020 again.
So,
Every 4 years, and it happened before every major election.
yeah, during election period.
It happened before election. It happened before election. People should ask questions. These are not the kind of characters we should be dealing with. People who are morally bound. See, until we begin to tell the politicians that whatever they say now, we are going to hold them accountable for their word. A lot of these things, in our country will not be able to move forward. You can't come and tell me something today, and tomorrow you are telling me that thing you made is a political statement. Because of that political statement, I will personally vote you and your candidate either out of office or not even deal with you again for life. If we start doing that, you will see that our politicians will become conscious of lying.
Every
They
4
will
years,
become conscious of what to
tell
say.
us political statements. Every 4 years, you come and tell us this story. Then after 4 years, you come back again, telling us that the previous comments you made was just a political statement. So the Edo people, they are too wise for this. You can't come and be, trying to manipulate Edo people, lying to them. Enough is enough. Political.
It's really pathetic when you settle down and hear him talk, and even in all this, he's still the one running after. If you see him, Ize Iyamu is a candidate of APC. He doesn't even allow the party the party's candidate to even do his job by talking to the people.
Yes.
He's the one just want to do everything. He want to be seen. Or let me be seen. Let me be do this. Let me be do this. Let me. So now you begin to ask: is this man the one that is going to contest in this election? Is he the one that his name is going to be on the ballot box, or is it Iyamu? He shows. He tells a lot about even him. I'm not really too bothered anyway. Naturally, I tell people for a very long time now. I tell people I'm an APC former member. I use the word former because we know how we came together to form the party APC. But I'm totally not even a member of the APC again. And for a very long time, I've been telling people that are very close to me that for a very long time I've seen that APC is not truly a political party. It's a gathering of lawless people, a gathering of visionless people, a gathering of purposeless people, a gathering of people who are senseless, people with no integrity, and people who have done a whole harm, a whole lot of harm on Nigeria as a country, who has raped Nigeria so much. They now decided to come together to hide under a political party to be able to run for a political office. That's who the people is. They are lawless. You see everything that they do as a political party, from state to federal level. You begin to ask yourself, are these people really human beings? If you want to look at, tell me one single thing you can say today now, from state to federal level. Tell me just one single good thing you can say about APC as a political party. None. With all the hardship in Nigeria now, the president decided to put a whole lot of more problem on the people when the citizens are not even given anything, when the citizens are meant to live by themselves. No security, no light, no nothing, killing going on in Sata Kaduna on a daily basis. The president doesn't come out to do anything. He's busy on thinking of attacking the church when the church is not the problem of Nigeria. When there are a lot of genocide going on in Nigeria, you are rehabilitating militants every day with our money and recruiting them into the army.
Yeah.
And where there are a lot of graduates, Nigerian graduates coming out of school every day, graduating every year, they don't even have a job.
Yeah.
You can't even recruit them to the army. They can't even get a job. You say you are rehabilitating You are rehabilitating terrorists, not even terrorists. You are rehabilitating them, putting them into the army, and you think something. It doesn't tell a lot about the party called APC. Nigeria is the only country in the world that is smiling with that is smiling with terrorists.
Yes.
No country in the world. They take terrorists, they have a different prison, a different cell for them. They don't keep them with the normal criminals or other people. They have a different place for them, even in the US or in different parts of the world. But in Nigeria, you bring them, if the people defend themselves against these bandits.
Send them to abroad, foreign education. They were proposing foreign education for militants in Nigeria the other day.
And the lawless members we have as National Assembly came up and discussed such a thing in the House, in National Assembly, and Nigerians sat down. They were looking at those lawless people.
He didn't pass it. He brought the
When there's hunger, when the person who even proposed that bill should even be stoned.
No,
See, the hunger in Nigeria now.
They didn't accept the bill. It was not passed.
But for him at all to even attempting, if it's where things are done properly, for him at all to even suggest such a thing, it shows that he knows these terrorists and he knows how they do their thing. A governor from the north even came out to talk for them, negotiate for them. Governor Rufai came out and said he gave money to them for them to stop killing. And nobody is saying anything. Yeah. The president didn't say anything. The lawmakers are not saying anything. They fold their hand. No. You are giving money to militants, to terrorists, not militants, terrorists.
One thing you don't understand, who is going to charge him? It was the federal government who gave the money to Arufai to settle Fulani herdsmen in the state. He said that the money was coming from the federal government. So he said it's not the state's money that he used to settle the Fulani herdsmen. It was from the federal government. What do you expect? Who is going to arrest him? Who is going to question him where this money is coming from the federal government?
The only thing he proposed again, look at all the policies, a lot of things that they tried to do as a political party. You cry for Nigeria. A lot of Nigerians have said Jonathan was too weak. Now they have an iron that they say is strong at heart, and the person is really treating them with his heartless mind. See, there's high level of hunger in the land of Nigeria. Thousands of people are losing their job on a daily basis, and the government is not doing anything to ease the burden on the people. A country where there is no power supply, you increase fuel. And these people and a lot of businesses are run. People are running generators, running everything on a daily basis. You expect them not to bring up their staff. Banks have laid up a lot of staffs. A lot of private sectors that's creating the employment in Nigeria are putting off a lot of staffs. And these people are in the streets, no job. The government didn't even have anything that is even thinking to even ease the pain of these people. And yet, on a daily basis, they are killing and going on in Nigeria. And yet, this same government has not done, is not saying anything to address it.
After November, he will be. What are you doing? It is not your, it is not my fault. I have prepared. The point I'm making is this. What is important in this election? For me, it's so clear. I am able to say in his presence, and he also said to you in my presence, that he was the chairman of the economic team. We have to ask him now to take vacation because he has to concentrate on this campaign. what governance opinions. He has told you who Philip is. He told you Philip was a majority leader, currently member of the National House of Representatives. Now, these are credentials of our candidate and his candidate. Now, you are going to look at these two young men. Very young, they may just be 2 feet around, don't get. And you will have unity now. On the other side, the forces of darkness as represented by fake because if you are genuine, you don't lie. Those who preach the word of God, they know the 10 commandments. One of them is, thou shalt not lie. And thou shalt not steal. Those are 2 of the 10 commandments. If you violate any of these trouble, now the other side we have somebody who has confessed that he stole 700. 2, he lied about how much he stole and how he distributed. 3, as a young man, he carry acid. He told another student. No pastor is submitted. We lie effortlessly. The way the Ize Iyamu lies. And no pastor will equip a young man to do a fight.
Look at the man who worked closely with you before. Your former DJ of campaigns. And you realize now that he lies? I know he lies. Even when he was working with you, he does lie when he was with you.
I cannot make a statement. I can't write a statement of character on someone I've never met. So if I haven't worked with him, I won't be able to arrive at the conclusion. And you know that if you were following the result, they were posting the result in the internet. And that is why I never get personal because
I have to you do not believe that you have integrity.
Yes. Because nobody I watch him say he is a pastor. No pastor is submitted. We lie effortlessly. The way the Ize Iyamu lies. And no pastor will equip a young man to do a fight.
Look at the man who worked closely with you before. Your former DJ of campaigns. And you realize now that he lies?
I know he lies.
Even when he was working with you, he does lie when he was with you.
I cannot make a statement. I can't write a statement of character on someone I've never met. So if I haven't worked with him, I won't be able to arrive at the conclusion. And you know that if you were following the result, they were posting the result in the internet. And that is why I never get personal because
I have not believed. You do not believe that you have integrity.
Yes. I have come to join my brother to give thanks to God for his life. What people see in government is the glamour of the office.